Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into the channel today. We're so glad that you did. And hey, we want to thank all those who subscribed to our channel already. And if you haven't, we would love for you to follow along with us. We are getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, and we would love your support in doing so. So if you would, please hit that subscribe button and then tap that notification button. And every time we post a video, you will be notified. And thank you for doing it. Oh, and you can't forget, leave us a thumbs up. That really helps the RV algorithm content out there in the universe, right?
Absolutely. And thanks all of you who are already following along with us. We sure do appreciate you.
We definitely do appreciate it. So we want to give you guys a little idea, right? Is that a good way to say it?
A little insight into our life.
Yeah, with gas prices being so high, we wanted to show you guys, you know, our commute every day that we have to do to go to work. It's brutal, like most of yours. You know, it's just rough. You know, okay. I'm kind of being facetious.
Just a little.
So we get to walk to work every day.
Thought we'd take you along with us as we go.
So Chris and I, we stay in a parsonage, which is maybe an old school term for a property that the church owns. It's a home, and then the church is on the other side of the property. So we get to walk across the parking lot every day to go to church.
Hey, but you know, sometimes our commute can be dangerous, especially when the parking lot turns into a solid sheet of ice.
That is true. Chris did have a digger once trying to ice skate across the parking lot to church. So anybody else feeling the pain at the pump these days like we are? It's almost like, do you guys remember when your parents would tell you, you know, this is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you? And that's what it kind of feels like. I know a lot of us are feeling the pinch at the pump, and of course there's ways, you know, that we can try to deal with it as best we can with discounts. And so, you know, Chris and I, we're taking her Highlander today, so we're only using unleaded. We don't have the Blackhawk with us, so we're not putting diesel in today. But here in North Carolina right now, it's $4.19 for unleaded and it's $5.05 for diesel. So I thought this would be a good time to talk about, you know, different ways that we go about trying to save money. One, we have a Love's card, and then two, we have a Good Sam's card, and then we have a TSD card. And if you don't have this, this is something that I recommend getting. We use this a lot at the truck stops, which gives you a group rate discount. And now I'm sure it's fluctuating all over the place because fuel prices are kind of going all over the place. But I thought this would be a good opportunity to take the time to tell you guys some of the stuff that we use to try to pinch pennies at the pump, because these days you want to pinch all the pennies that you can. So it's Road Trip Sunday. Our favorite day.
Yes. Yes, one of our favorite weeks of the month when we get to, like, literally we pack up and head out after church and we cross over the Appalachian and the Smoky Mountains through North Carolina, Virginia, and into Tennessee. We're heading over to Sevierville, Tennessee.
It's a pretty drive. It's a drive that we've done a lot. So we call it Road Trip Sunday because we just got done with church, and then after we get done with church, we literally load up. Sometimes we've taken Big Blue with us, our fifth wheel, and we've gone over, but this time we were going to do that, but we ended up changing our plans. How come?
Yes, well, I wanted to take Big Blue, but Michael, he of course is the cautious one, because we had heard, and there was snow there. There's actually snow right now along the highway. You can't see it because we're driving, but yeah, so it snowed in Sevierville where we are headed, and we just didn't want to risk driving through the mountains pulling our big rig. So instead instead, we still get to stay at our favorite campground. They fit us in. We were super excited. The Ridge Outdoor Resort has these tiny homes. They actually have yurts too, these great tents, but I would say this is not the time of year for yurts. So we are staying in a tiny home.
Well, we made it here to our home away from home.
The Ridge Outdoor Resort.
As we always call it, our home away from home.
Whether it's our camper or a tiny home.
So yeah, and it's a beautiful sunset here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can kind of see what's going on here now from the distance. So, beautiful sunset. Hey, but we got to tell you something. We have a little tip for you guys, and we've had some people ask us when you guys go out to Sevierville, give us some ideas of some places to eat and things of that nature. So we're going to give up. You got to, shh, this is a secret.
Oh yeah, this is a local place.
This is a local place. Not a lot of people know about it, but I think it might be a chain. I'm not 100% sure anyway.
Yeah,
but,
I think there's a few of them.
But it's called Aubury's.
It's in Sevierville.
It's in Sevierville, off of Dolly Parton Parkway. Excellent food.
Great service.
Yeah, great service, good atmosphere. So if you're in town, that's where we went for dinner tonight. I think last time we were here, I think we went there 3 times. So that should tell you something.
Yeah.
So good food, but that's the secret. That's between us, all right? So don't let that get out. Okay, so we're super pumped. Glad you guys are here with us because we are getting ready to do a bucket list item for Chris and I. We are going to take the racing Highlander, Black Beauty, and we are getting ready to rip it on the dragon tail. Are you ready, babe?
I'm so ready.
Are you excited?
I'm excited.
This is going to be awesome. We're going to keep it to about 60,
20
70.
miles an hour.
20? No, we're going to put the hammer down. We're going to kill it.
The Porsches just went flying by us.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. We got to get serious now. Get serious. Okay, here we go. You ready? I feel the need for speed. Let's do this.
So we have been having a great week here in our tiny house, and one of the best things has been having Tracy here with us. Tracy is Michael's sister and my sister-in-law, and we love it when she comes to hang out with us. She lives over in Nashville, so it makes it really nice for her to just take a jaunt over here when we come to Sevierville. So it's been great. She's been having a blast. While we've been working, she's been out hiking and doing fun things.
Yeah, thank you so much for letting me come visit.
Of course.
It's been so much fun to hang out with Mike and Chris. They are the best that they let me just come mooch off of them while I run around and get to have a good time. I had an opportunity, even though the weather's been fairly good, but it has been rainy. But that made for some hiking interesting stories because there's plenty of mud that we're slopping through. But yeah, I ran around Rainbow Falls and Ullum Cave Trail. So yeah, there was lots of fun stuff to be had if you ever get to come.
And this girl, like, she is so motivated. Like, one day it rained all morning long. So we thought she was going to come hang out with us that evening. But the minute the sunshine came out, she's like, I'm going hiking. So, yep, she went up muddy trails and all.
I had to do it. It was just, it's been a winter. So, but it'll get up to like almost 70, so it's a perfect time to get out there and go hiking.
Yeah.
It was fairly dry in the bottom, like I said, but then on the middle it got sloppy, and at the top there was actually still some snow and ice up in there, but still it was just perfect to get out there. Couldn't help myself, couldn't help it. It was good.
And she like found a bunch of barefoot hikers along the way. Like, who hikes barefoot?
I know. I'm trying to figure out if this is like a thing that the kids are doing these days, but I had to stop this one. I just couldn't help myself. He was in his 20s, but I had to go, hey, where's your mom? You know what? Why are we out here in thick mud? I guess he figured that was going to make his shoes for him. But he just giggled at me and just kept walking, but yeah.
So if that is a thing, like, tell us why.
Yeah, why is that a thing? I don't get it. It was good.
But yeah.
So let's talk about the start of the day.
Today.
We have two of our favorite food places, which is Aubury's.
Oh,
and then we introduced Tracy to
Five Oaks Farm.
Oh my goodness, that place is awesome. Yeah.
Yes. So she went there for lunch yesterday, and then we went back this morning for breakfast, and it was so good. She ordered like a cinnamon roll that was like as big as my head.
It was massive, and it was pretty good. And then my meal, we substituted a big biscuit for a pancake, and I was thinking, pancakes, I know what those look like. This thing was about like this thick and about that big around, because first she was like, well, you'll get one pancake, and I'm like, what? Okay, we'll get, but no, that thing was serious. It was very, very good.
It is good.
Very good.
So
Yeah.
if you guys are in Pigeon Forge, definitely
check it out.
Five Oaks Farm. But then we went up, right above it is Ogle's, which is just like a store, and it is a store that has just about everything you can think of. Really cool.
Super cute place too. Yeah.
So I mean, like, literally, they have a potter on staff or on site, so they have tons of, pottery, tons of, anything you can think of: clothing, jewelry, candy, honey, tea.
Yes, I even checked out some of their shoes too. Besides, they have loose leaf teas, which teas are my favorite. So I was like, a whole wall of them. It was really cool because they even had them named after some of the places here, like Cades Cove, Laurel Falls, Rainbow Falls. So yeah, it's a really neat place to go. You have to go check that out.
So let's talk about, Ogle Brothers is an event all in itself.
Yeah.
So you could spend a lot of time just at Ogle Brothers.
So then we decided we were planning to go to Klingman's Cove, which both
Klingman's Dome.
Klingman's Dome. Sorry. Which both Michael and Tracy have been to, and I hadn't, so I was like really looking forward to going and checking it out and taking some great photos. Got all the way out there. It was over an hour. Closed till the end of March.
Yeah, it was
I
so
know.
sad.
So we went over, and right there is right on the Tennessee-North Carolina state line. So, had to get a picture up and take some great photos. So Dragon Tail was fun. I mean, we did not know what to expect. You know, we had some friends tell us about it. One of them was like, it's the best thing ever. And his wife was like, I threw up. It was awful. So we didn't know what to expect, but it was great. We had a great time.
Yeah, I didn't know either because Chris was like, well, she did say she got Dawson. She's never doing it again. And then going, oh, okay. I'm sitting in the back. Here we go. And I was pleasantly surprised because I thought, well, this is kind of going to be boring. Huh? But it turned out I had a ball. I had to roll the window down and stick my head out like I was in some sort of convertible. Didn't care about the hair. I had a great time.
It was fun. We were definitely glad. I don't know if I'd do it again. Well, maybe in a different season. Probably fall. It would be pretty incredible and fun with all the fall colors.
Yes, that would be cool.
We'll have to wait till we get our MK Ferrari, and then we'll go try it.
Nice.
Yeah.
But there were some of those turns, right, where you I don't know if, I'm sure they made the clip when you showed the recap, but they were tight. And I'm like, how these cars or motorcycles don't like fall off. I don't know.
Well, you'll see. Michael will show in the footage. There was a tree that was was littered with all of the motorcycles that didn't make the turns and that crashed. So, you know, it's definitely a rugged road, and you know, you can go all out, but you definitely risk losing something if you do.
Getting on the tree of pain, tree of shame. I think that's what it was.
Tree of shame.
Yeah.
Tree of shame. So yeah, it was good, but it's been a great week. We've been so like I said, it's been so fun having Tracy here. It's gonna be sad to say goodbye tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks again for having me, you guys.
I know.
I know she got to be a co-star on the channel. Thanks for co-starring.
Yeah, there you go. It was fun. Thank you.
I know, you'll have to come back again.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it, of course.
So another Sevierville trip in the books. Wow, what an adventure, and we had a lot of fun.
We did, and it was awesome to have Tracy, Michael's sister, with us.
We always
love to see her, and she is definitely a gamer, so love it when she comes along.
Yeah, because she's an adventurer too, so she likes, I mean, she can't sit still. She wants to get out there and hit the trails, find a new frontier.
Yeah, even if it's muddy.
Yeah, and what was funny, you know, like we didn't really, we wanted to go see Klingman's Dome. That was kind of our main trip that we kind of wanted to do on the day off, because Chris had never seen it. And then we get up there and it was closed, and sometimes you have to do like the Marines, you have to adapt and overcome. So we kind of had the tail of the dragon on kind of in the background. Well, we pushed it to the forefront, and Chris was not disappointed. She almost got a little sick.
There was a moment there where I got a little nauseous.
Sometimes I think it's a mind thing, you know, when you have somebody tell you a story. So one of our co-workers that we work with, they're like, oh no, don't go out there because you'll get a little car sick. That might plant a little seed maybe.
Yeah, well, I was more worried about Tracy because she was sitting in the back seat, and I know for me, sitting in the front seat is a must on curvy roads, but man, she had her head hanging out the window, her hair flying all over. We kind of compared her to the golden retriever.
That's right. She was just taking it all in. She goes, well, I had to pretend like I was in a convertible.
Yeah.
So now that was really fun. I mean, that ended up being, we did quite a bit of driving that day, but it ended up being worth it because we also got to see Cherokee, which was a cool moment. And, you know, so I'm going to have Chris tell the story, but we were coming into town. We've never been there, so we didn't really know what it was like. And, you know, you could see a stoplight up ahead, and next thing you know,
we had a herd of elk cross right in front of our car. And then, of course, you know, you're stunned, at least for us, because we've never experienced anything like that. So my phone's flipping all over. I'm trying to get my iPhone so I can start filming, and then my video's not working. And so Tracy's like jumping through the back seat with her phone, and she's videoing kind of, a little awkwardly. And we get past, and then of course Michael speeds past the whole herd. I'm like, slow down.
It was only 80.
I know.
No.
And then we get to the other side, and he goes, I guess I should have turned on the GoPro. That was mounted in the front windshield. We're like, duh. So,
It's like maybe you guys have had some of those moments where like you have the GoPro in the front windshield and you want to catch something good, but in the moment, in the heat of the moment, you're like you're fumbling around.
Right. You get so used to planning out your videos that you don't think about some of those spontaneous things, but
it was still cool because Tracy had her phone up, so we had a little B-roll from it.
It may not be perfect, but she saved the day. And then it was so sad because then we drove through the other side of the town and came to basically a stop because there had been a motorcycle accident and we don't know what happened. I mean, the guy was on the ground, not moving at all. Surrounded
it
by
happened.
It literally had just happened, and boy, we were definitely saying our prayers over him as we drove around the accident. So, but yeah, that was a hard thing to see.
It's like one of those moments where you think you never know what a day can hold.
Right.
You know, and it was a beautiful day, and there was a lot of motorcyclists out because it was such a beautiful day too.
We saw so many, on those curves at the Tail of the Dragon. And hey, and back to that, just, we definitely recommend doing that for sure if you're in the area. I bet fall would be amazing with all the colors. The nice thing about winter, actually, though, with the leaves off, we were actually able to see the lake in the distance.
Wait, let's correct that. You guys were able to see all that. I had to keep my eyes on the road.
That's true, and we were telling him, keep your eyes on the road. But we would definitely recommend doing it during the week. Because we were going to Klingman's Dome, we got there late because, we had planned our day out a little differently, and so
it was the perfect time.
It was. We probably got rolled in around 4:30, 5 o'clock, and so the roads were pretty empty, minus a few flying, speeding Porsches and
a couple motorcycles that were flying too.
Yeah, some motorcycles that were going for it. But definitely recommend it if you're in the area. It is, I think I said, it's considered the most treacherous highway in Tennessee, so just be careful.
Yeah, Chris is really looking, she wants to do it one more time in Blackhawk. That's
as long as you are driving, that's all I gotta say.
So who knows, maybe we'll do that, but if you haven't been, you definitely got to go check it out and at least go on at one time. I don't know if we need to go back again or not, but it was an experience. We checked it off the bucket list, and another fun thing to do in Sevierville. So give a rundown.
Well, that wasn't really Sevierville though. That was out.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, it was about an hour and a half away.
An hour and a half away. Yeah, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
So give a rundown then of what all we did.
Well, besides working, we hung out with Trace, had some great food at some of our favorite restaurants, Aubury's and Five Oaks Kitchen. Yep. Oh my gosh, can't say enough good things about that. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just be prepared to wait, but it's definitely worth the wait. And you can just hike up there to Ogle Brothers.
Ogle Brothers.
And that's a place you want to go back to and not want to leave because there's so much to see. So
so you can shop, get your food on, do whatever you want to do,
and get some ice cream.
As long as you're having
some $11, $12 ice cream, as Tracy did.
Exactly. Oh my gosh! But that's there too in that same shopping plaza. So another good time. We really appreciate you guys watching and all of you who follow along with us. If you haven't, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel and then hit that notification button, and every time we post a video, you will be notified. And with that, we say God bless
and safe travels.